I check Steam charts. Someone else is playing the game. So we may as well take a look and see if they're down. So while I'm waiting, I think that they're probably, because of the latest patch, I'd probably shift around what I think is a tier list. And of course there's a new character too. So let me see if I can pull up the character list. Well, actually, there aren't that many characters, so I still think Taki is very good. And Leon is still very good. I think Leon still has the best movement in the game. Triple jump, 16 base speed. But they did hit his lasers pretty hard. They're still good lasers. And I have not played it too much, but it definitely needed to happen. I still think he's probably the best character at like forcing someone into a bad situation. And capitalizing off of that. Like, I think Takia fucks up the screen the most still. But he gaining meter a bit slower, and Takia doesn't have just he only has one like instant, well, pretty quick, like I'm just gonna hit you attack. And luckily it is tied to a strong and not a special using meter. But it's small, it does still have travel speed. But Takia still traps you. I think Leon traps you, but also can just decide to kill you with those traps. Versus I don't think Takia truly checkmates you for the most part. Where Leon does. But Leon does it slower, and it's more avoidable now because of the laser nerfs. We actually have to talk a little bit about Cavalry, because the buff he got was very important, and that was his angel gauge. Because now he can essentially throw out an angel, press a button. He basically can press a button, use his angel meter, throw out a new angel, and then press another strong button, and he'll be above the min threshold. He won't have max, but he'll be at like mid bar. And so that is pretty big, in my opinion. And the fact that he can't position his angels all the way on the other side of the screen. I think he's a slower to win character, but he certainly checkmates you, like with good positioning. It just takes a little bit longer, and that he has a dodge is really good. I think Cavalry has potential. So I still put Takia, Leon, and now I'm gonna put Wife as top tier. I messed around with her quite a bit now, and She has a laser, which is already good. Just, it's not as good as Leon's lasers, but it's still good. But now that I've messed around with her, she has probably the third best overall mobility because of how her fake second jump works. In it, you can be in the air for a while, and you can be the top corner. She, even if she is not, like, actively aiming to hit someone, she's still gaining something in her heat gauge. And her heat gauge, once it's maxed out, and this might be a thing to think about for balance if a dev gets to this. Once she gets her heat gauge, I don't see a reason to not burn it on your special heat attack. There's like no reason not to. It's if the characters are double jump characters, because it's a win button. You just win. I don't see a way around it for characters that cannot get to a top corner. There's just not really a way. I honestly think it should be able to be double jumped over, but that it's like a hard commit to get around it. I think it should probably be a bit smaller so that someone could, like, if they're doing their maximum height jumps and then also holding hard to one direction, they should be able to get around it. And I think that still checkmates them, but it also then forces the wife to, like, cover that. And she has options to cover all of that. It's just, she's fine if that ball is a little bit smaller. And not a lot smaller, just a little bit, so that a character that can still double jump fully over it is what I'm thinking. Like, if she's even if she's like mid-screen, off of like a single jump, because what I'm doing right now is I will do a max single jump, pop it, and then just wait, because it covers the entire ground, and it's too high to double jump over, and you just die. So I think she's probably up there. XX, she got very slightly buffed. I still think she just has, I think she's with Cavalry. I think Cavalry moved up to where she was, in that there's so much potential with her. And when I was playing against the one player last night, that was interesting. Like, she has some bullshit, but she needs time. So I think her and Cavalry both need a little bit of time. I think Cavalry needs less time, to really make the screen hard to navigate. Mew Mew. Mew Mew's so much better than she was, but she's still so limited. I think she's below where Cavalry and XX are, but she feels so much better to play. Like, she feels perfect for what she is and what she accomplishes. Yeah, she feels great. I got nothing else to say about her other than she actually feels really good. Especially her shields. That was such a great change. Some buffs to her. They were great changes. Wesker, I actually need to fight someone who plays Wesker. He's not the type of character I'm gonna play. Even practicing, like, all right, our other person does not want to pop on. So, like, Wesker, I think Wesker has a lot of potential. Whose music do I want to listen to? So, like, oh, I need a invincibility. So I actually really like him. Like, conceptually. One second, I need to look at his moves. Consumes one bullet. let's reload, rifle. Okay, so this move, that move alone, I think Wesker is very interesting. Because of that, because he's never gonna fuck up the screen like other characters, but he is certainly going to make people hate life. Because you actually have to like keep track of him and know what his moves do, and when he threw them, because yeah, that he can just kind of throw shit out. Okay, maybe I could play him. Yeah, and that this just kind of comes out of nowhere and feels like it comes out of nowhere. Like, you see that animation, but then you're like, oh shit, so if he has all this shit and he does that, what are you gonna look at? You're just gonna get fucked. And so he has basically a laser. So that's just a different angle. The axe okay, the axe is whatever, but I think it's a melee attack. I think he's gonna be up with XX and Co with that potential there. So I that's what I think, at least. Why is it just a forward? Oh, and also because a lot of his stuff is physical, at least his rolling mines, medium, making smalls, medium, small, medium, so medium and then small. Knife is small. Axe is oh, it's not physical. Okay. Ghost Horse is laser property. Okay, so they're not melees. Okay. I thought they were mostly melees, but yeah, he's not fucking up a screen, but he's very targeted. And then he can just also like sit there and like in that, I think it's this, yeah. He can sit there and hide his inputs, and then you don't see it, and he's very targeted like that. So I think he's really tricky, and having this is probably a thing that matters more than you'd think in this game. So I think he's ultimately going to end up with Angel and XX. He doesn't need time or setup time, but he does need setup, because like the player definitely needs to know and keep track of all of his shit. Yeah, especially, oh god, think about this. Yeah, he's gonna be interesting. So Jessica, ooh, I need to fight a player. I think she's strong. Maybe not Takia, and she definitely can fuck up a screen and be trickier than Takia. But I don't think she fucks up a screen hard enough like Takia does. And I'm just bad at angles, so I feel like I have trouble with the bouncing projectiles. I think she can trap you like Leon, but she also doesn't have like a burst thing as he does. So I think he's with XX, Cavalry, and Wesker, where Leon, Takia, and Wife are above that. Rika, I think, could be up there as well. She kind of can throw shit out like Takia, and it's gonna be okay. Like, it's probably gonna be fine. Her baseball bat is actually a neat matchup thing with Takia, because she can create openings out of his swarming projectiles. Like, let's look. I actually want to see some of the projectile types, because I was playing against Takia CP, my friend's Takia, in person, and he was there's something that I tried batting, and it didn't really work the way I thought it would. So Water Prison, you can bat those before they start moving and create your own little circle, your own little zone that you don't need to worry about. Fish Knights, that's the thing. I tried batting Fish Knights, and it was weird. The Fish Knight didn't turn into a baseball. It kept going, which was weird. I don't know if that's a development thing or something, but yeah, when she batted it, the Fish Knight didn't go away. So I was a little confused. Trident is that move that I mentioned that Takia can just throw and kill you with, but it's slower. Probably should be physical, not medium, to be honest. Yeah, summon extra large. Yeah, I've batted the shark before, and it does not work. But yeah, let's go to Rika. And so her bat, yes. So it only works on small enemy projectiles. It would be great if when she's transformed it also worked on mediums. That would be funny. I think that would be hilarious. But I love this move. It just makes life funny, to be honest. I love it. But yeah, all of her strong moves, her B moves, they are all really good. They all do something different and cover different ranges, and you can just be pressing strong, it'll probably be fine. Her A moves are just okay. They give the meter, and she needs the meter. Fuck You is still one of my favorite moves in the game, and it's medium. Probably should be physical. Rapid Flash, laser moves. Still, you know, it's a laser, but it's very telegraphed. And so it's not just you committed to something, you're dead. You can definitely dodge this pretty easily with some good air stalling. And tricking where the lasers. They do target, but it is neat. And this is all of her C moves basically form her triple jump or her air stall because she can go higher, so she has the capability, I think, of avoiding wife's nuke. But yeah, none of her C moves are they're not ever gonna truly form a trap based on how these move. They all move at a similar pace. So actually, no, I don't think she's gonna be up there. She doesn't have an extremely effective way of trapping you. Dodging around her stuff is very you're playing a normal bullet hell when she's using her C moves. They all have patterns that aren't really manipulatable except for where they projectiles spawn from. So it's just not that they're not that great. Maybe if someone burned both of their jumps, they're fine then. And I guess she does force jumps with all the shit she throws out, but they're still slow enough that someone could land and then just navigate them, because you can't do something else with them going out at you. On that case, I think Dream Changer and Danmaku Field are the best because they last longer afterwards and you could actually trap somebody. So I think those two are the best, where Bulletstorm, Rapid Flash is still a laser, so fine. I think Bulletstorm's the worst. So, and then when her install is not as good as wife's. It is not as good whatsoever. It's good. It's better than not having it. And because of her special... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, you can just bounce between characters. Oh, that makes life way easier. So wife's thing. Let's go all the way down. Starbreaker. Yikes. That's huge. You can't, what are you gonna do? And it's invincible during firing, so you can't even, like, hit her during that stall. There aren't that many physical or things, and because it's eliminating small and medium, you can't, like, trap someone with lasers. This move, you just win, but it's kind of balanced because ammo. A thread is the mind game button, so I like it because people want to either jump over it or something sometimes, or go past it, and you cannot know what direction it's going. There's no way to tell. So it's the mind game button in my opinion. I do think she should probably gain threads a little quicker, but not a lot quicker. Because she loses them when she gets hit, she loses thread, and so. But yeah, it's still strong regardless. Let's see. Yeah, Watcher's nice. And then Heat Up. Yeah. I'm starting to use this now because Starbreaker is that busted. So it's fine. But yeah, was talking about Rika. Rika, I think she's alright. Hyunjin, bottom. He is hard. Like, Mew Mew is hard as well for entirely different reasons. Like, she has a lot of mechanics to her. And remember, you have to memorize all of her moves, except her air moves because she only has 2. And that's the part that makes her hard. You have a lot of stances, a lot of moves, a lot of commitment, but you have, your shield, you have things that go through people, you have a lot of melee shit that's unblockable. You have this giant thing that'll move. Like, she has a lot of stuff going on with her, and that's why she's hard. Hyunjin's timing, I particularly for Venom, needs some better tell, I think. I think all of his timing moves need a better way to practice them than what currently exists. Because they are very confusing. I do like all of them. Like, all of these moves, they have different purposes. Venom maybe shouldn't stop his movement. Maybe. But I'm not sure. If Leon doesn't stop during his movement, maybe Hyunjin doesn't stop during his movement. I don't know. I'm not a balancer. Oh yeah, specials. So his evades are great. They're fine. You can use them without key, which is good. The weird thing, Eclipse has a startup, and I think it might go a little faster. Otherwise, it's fine. I like it. Consumes a maximum of 3. Oh, so there's no limit. So you can count. You can like store 50, and then you'll always be throwing 3 for a while. So nice. That he's kind of like Wesker in that he's never gonna fuck up a screen, but he is going to target you, which is good. I think though his A moves are just a bit too hard to do in an active match to make it worthwhile, but they are extremely strong if you get their timing. Paint marks, bouncing back is, you don't expect things from back. This targeting you real fast is really strong. Venom covers a whole wide area, and then it's melee, so you can't just like block it. So like, it's neat. I like it. His B moves are fine. His other things are, his specials are kind of meh. Full Moon and Blood Moon. Blood Moon is a vertical laser, which is kind of meh. You know, it vertical lasers. The big thing with Blood Moon is that he can avoid shit with it, in my opinion. Like, if someone just fucked up the screen, they now have to, like, actually... You're just gone for a bit. So that's really good. Full Moon is just kind of... Because he doesn't fuck up the screen, he never checkmates somebody. So maybe I don't... I may be thinking about it wrong, just because I don't play him enough. And he also... His dodges do use meter if you didn't avoid something. So, like... I'm not often getting a ton of meter with him. And then New Moon's... this is basically a laser. So, it is very strong. This is the special he's going to be using most of the time. It only costs 2 ki and destroys small and medium projectiles. So, like, this is very strong. Yeah, Ocean's Blessing. Good nerf. I think Takia is in a good spot. I think Takia is in a good spot as is right now. I'm still gonna be upset about him, but he's in a good spot. Mew Mew's in a good spot. Jessica's in a good spot. Leon... we'll come back to him. Cavalry... I can't think of a good way to give him something. If anything... Charge and Swipe's purposes... Actually, no. This move. No, this move. I'm not exactly sure the purpose of this move or the angel's attack afterwards. Because this is a move that, like, yes, it completely does the ground, but it's extremely telegraphed. But it feels like a worse version of Soul Hunt with the projectiles that the angels shoot out. And Soul Hunt is pretty good. Oh yeah, Reap, I think the melee attack should probably be bigger. If anything. But that might be very oppressive very fast. But yeah, Heaven and Earth feels weird. I almost feel like this special shouldn't be this special. Like, it could be just something else. I've used it, and it's like a knowledge check. But that's basically the only use I've gotten out of it. Counter Non is exceptional. It's amazing. Great move. Keep it as is. That's it. As is fine. Swipe and Charge are both good moves for their purposes, because Swipe is faster. Charge is slower, but you have an evade in it, so it's good. They're both good. I like both of them. They do their different things, even though they look very similar. XX, I can't evaluate this character. You can't really think of her without either playing her or fighting against her. CPUs do not make this work. So she has potential, and that's gonna be her thing until, yeah. Dual Survival, very similar thing, I think. CPUs can play this character, but I need people. Wife, already talked about her. Very strong. And yeah, CPUs can't play this character either. Let's see if that person is still there. Maybe? Nope. All right. Did they stop playing? Yeah, they stopped playing. I'm still gonna play a little bit against CPUs. I think what I want to do is show that Jessica Takia interaction. Yep. So you saw I like create my own gap. Okay, here we go. Oh no, it got rid of it. Yeah, it got rid of it. Whoops. Yep. Lol. Wait. I can do the thing. I can't do the thing. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. It is hitting the thing. I think it was just laggy because we were like 170 ms. But yeah, I want to see if a CPU Leon can avoid the thing. So here's the thing with her is like, I can just throw this. I have no expectation of hitting it, but I am gaining heat, and that's what I want. All right, CPU Leon is not moving. So I think I'm just gonna throw lasers. Throw things like one at a time. Oh, I burned everything. Oh, whoops. All right. We are almost there. Oh, we are there. All right, can CPU Leon get this? Nope. I jumped into that. Yeah. That's what I mean when, like, Leon can trap you. Oops. That was just too slow. Man, playing CPUs after playing a player is such a different experience. Oh man, this is just not as exciting as it was. I think I just had too good of a time last night. Oh, I thought I was playing white for a second. Oh. Yeah, this is just like a skill check. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm playing a person, which is true. I'm not playing a person. Oops. Yeah, that was the thing with playing a person, is like I actually had to think about cavalry traps. I don't like playing Jessica. Well, I thought I was gonna play someone because I saw someone on Steam Labs. I'm gonna refresh Steam Labs real quick while I sit here. And yeah, it's just me again, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I did talk about how I'd rank every character, so I guess it's worth it.